Hello, scholars. Okay, welcome back to Writing with Miss Rogers. Now, scholars, we have learned some new types of sentences, right? We learned what a telling sentence is, and a telling sentence is when we're telling somebody something, right? We know we always start with the capital letter and we end with a period when we're having our telling sentence. So, for example, if Miss Rogers was to say, I am at school today. I was at school today. This is what this says. It says, I was at school today. That's a telling sentence because I just told you guys what happened, right? What if you said to me, I had pizza for lunch? Or you said to me, I just got a new game. I just got a new game. A telling sentence. So I was at school today. So that's a telling sentence. We learned that one already. Now we also learned an asking sentence. This is when we're asking a question. And we know that all asking sentences have a question mark, right? That question mark is so important, scholars, because if we miss it when we're writing an asking sentence, we don't really know that we're asking a question. So we need to make sure that we're always putting a question mark at the end of a sentence where we're asking a question. So for example, Miss Rogers wrote, what is your favorite game? That's a question. Had to add that question mark. And we started off with that capital letter, right? What is your favorite game? Got to put that question mark. Another question, another asking sentence. Can you go to the store for me? What about, can I go to the bathroom, Miss Rogers? Or what about, Miss Rogers, how do I do that problem? Those all end with question marks because those are questions that you're asking somebody, right? Great. So scholars, we're going to learn a new type of sentence. So we already learned about telling sentences. We already learned about asking sentences. At this time, we're going to learn about expressing sentences. Scholars, expressing means something that we're passionate about, something that we're happy about, something that we're surprised about, right? Here's an example. Whoa, I just bought a new toy. We have to put an exclamation point at the end of that sentence, scholars, because we know that this is an expressing sentence. When you want to tell Miss Rogers that something that's so important to you, or if you want to tell Miss Rogers something, right? Let's say you're so excited. Miss Rogers, I'm so excited, right? I had the best day ever. We're going to use an exclamation point, okay? The sentence Miss Rogers wrote here was, I had an amazing time. I want people to know that I'm excited, so I'm going to use that exclamation point. And when we do that exclamation point, scholars, we do like a line, like an L, and then a dot. That's what it looks like. We are so excited. When you're excited, we're expressing ourselves. We're expressing that we're happy. We're expressing that we maybe even scared. For example, ouch, I hurt myself, or go away. Exclamation point, because we want them to know that we are expressing ourselves. We are excited. We are expressing our emotions, okay? Our feeling words that we talk about, right? Great. So these are the three sentences we're talking about. We got telling, asking. Now we're adding an expressing sentence, okay? So now, scholars, let's look at this. All right? Let's look at this. Miss Rogers is going to put this right here. All right? Let's look at some sentences that Miss Rogers has here. Okay? These sentences don't really look too good. We're going to fix them, though, because we want them to be expressing sentences. We know that all of our expressing sentences have an exclamation point. This is what we're focusing on today, is our exclamation point. All right? Great. So, wow, I got a star. What's wrong with this sentence, scholars? First off, don't we always start our sentence with a capital letter? Do we start our sentences with a lowercase letter? Nope, we don't. Good. So look, that's not right. Do we write our eyes like that? Do we write eyes like that? Absolutely not. No, so that needs to be fixed. Wow, I got a star. Do we see a punctuation mark at the end? We know we're expressing ourselves. So what do we have to add? An exclamation point. Okay, cool. So let's rewrite that sentence, okay? We know that we need to make that W capital. So we have, wow. We got to make that I big. I got a added that exclamation point because we're excited. Wow, I got a star. Correct that, scholars, okay? We see there was no big letter here. There was no capital letter here. So we know that's wrong. We never write our I's like that. So we know we had to make that a capital I. And there was no punctuation mark. So we added our expressing because we're expressing ourselves. We're saying, wow, right? Had to put an exclamation point. Good. Let's do another one. Ruffy, let go of my sock. Ruffy, let go of my sock. Scholars, what's wrong here? What needs to change here? Capital R. Very good. So let's underline. So Ruffy, let go of my sock. Is there a mark here at the end? We don't ever leave our sentences without a mark. Every single sentence we have has a mark at the end, whether it's a period, an exclamation point, or a question mark, right? So there's nothing here. We know we're talking about expressing sentences. Ruffy, let go of my sock. Sounds like she's a little bit worried. Sounds like I'm a little bit worried. I'm telling Ruffy, sounds like a dog, right? To let go of my sock, right? Let's add an exclamation point here. Cool. So let's correct that sentence. We know that we already underlined this. We got to do Ruffy. So R, U. We made that capital. So we fixed that. So let's keep going. Everything else was pretty good. Let go of my sock. Added that exclamation point. Ruffy, let go of my sock. That looks good. Very good. So we corrected that one. Let's do this one. Ouch, I cut my finger. Doesn't that sound like expressing? We're expressing that we cut our finger. Ouch, I cut my finger. Let's do it. What's here? We already know what this needs to be fixed. Capital letter. Let's underline. What's here? Hold on. What needs to be fixed for this one? Capital letter. We don't write our I's like that. Ouch, I cut my finger. Do we see something else here? Do we see a mark at the end? Nope, we don't. What are we adding? Exclamation point. That's what we're working on today. We're talking about expressing. Ouch, I cut my finger. So now let's fix it, okay? So let's write it. So we know we got to make a capital O. So we got ouch. I cut my finger. Very good, okay? So, we corrected our sentences, right? Wow, I got a star. Okay, Ruffy, let go of my sock. Ouch, I cut my finger. So, wow, I got a star. Ruffy, let go of my sock. Ouch, I cut my finger. Scholars, correct these sentences with Miss Rogers and add your own. So, I want to see your own at the end. Make sure you use an exclamation point. Make sure you got a capital letter. Make sure you're not writing any lowercase i's, okay? All right? Let's do it, scholars, okay? Write Miss Rogers and expressing sentence. Make sure you correct these with me, all right? See you later. Bye.